Hey, very good morning, traders. Tiago here from the Trading Cage. How are you? Well, now here at our school, LTX Academy, we started every day having lives with all the mentors, all the traders that we have from 8:30 in the morning until 9:30. But I cannot leave you guys without um, our mapping of our price here on gold. So I left the live in there. We most likely will be starting our lives at about 9:15 because I've got to go there and then make the readings for the guys who are on the at the live, okay? And then I'll be coming um, here. Just 1 second. Let's make sure everything's working because sometimes it doesn't. Well, everything seems fine. So, what has been happening for the past 24 hours? Let's have a look. Um, Here on our daily chart, we will see that candle 93 at the moment, it's just breaking through the 50% of this last um, down leg that it made here, last retraction. So we had price above this 50% for a while, okay, for the last 5 days actually. But what's been funny about this is that the gold has come down about 3 times to grab this liquidity below, and it has gotten the liquidity. It did touch this trigger candle 85 here, which is working as a support for the price at the moment, okay? And I was expecting candle 93 to continue on its way up since it had this pretty big retraction here yesterday. So it rejected this region of support, which was trigger candle 85. But now price is coming down once again. Now this could be simply because they are calling on sellers to sell more so they can put more stops or above. Okay. So we have quite a lot of liquidity above this price range at the moment. But on the lower time frames, we'll see that the price has actually been working downwards with a trend line quite fine. So generating a lot of liquidity up the top. But if the price came here, got this liquidity, couldn't break through. Yesterday came back down here, grabbed some more liquidity, went back up. For this price today to grab this liquidity, we'll have to come down below. Now we have this Fibonacci here, which tells us that from yesterday, candle 91 came exactly to the 50% of this retraction. So this region has been tested already. Now at the moment it's just melting through here, candle 93, but it already tested this 50%. So if it does come back below this region of the 4660, most likely we will see a price breaking through and coming down to the trigger candles below, which are the trigger candles 83 and trigger candles 87. All right. So these are the relevant stopping points that we have on the chart at this stage. So we've got these other two. So liquidity here to call enough liquidity for the price to be worth coming down these much. We only have below candle 92. Okay. And then this is the 50% of this last retraction. Let's see if the price will actually maintain itself down here or if this big push here from sellers is only because at the opening of the American market, the buyers will come in and push this price back up. Okay, so we have these two instances. They could well be just generating more liquidity and inefficiency for the buyers to appear and push this price up. So I don't want to be selling right now, but let's go into the lower time frames so we can have a look at what's happening there. Here at our 1 hour chart, we can see that candle 61 just came back below candle 58 to stop the buyers, okay? So it did a liquidity grab, just renewed these minimals of today. Now we do have a trend line here just below from the past 2 days. Candle 61 or candle 62 may well come around here, this region, and then find support to continue on its way up. Um, this is the 50% of yesterday and pretty much 50% of the day today. So this region here is the region that has quite a bit of liquidity above. So we are looking at liquidity in this region here and liquidity in this region above here. Apart from that, the only um, big amount of liquidity we would have would be under candle 41, as we have marked below. I do need to unselect this, otherwise, oh, there we go. Otherwise, when I press delete, it's just gonna disappear. One thing that we can see here is we have this trend line coming up, but we also have this trend line coming down. Now, we do know that today we've got Trump is going over to China to try to negotiate some bits and pieces, technologies and chips with Xi Jinping. So we might see a reaction of the price because of this meeting. Okay, let's see what's going to happen in between the both of them. Oh, look at that! Shoot. So we had news right now. Okay, so just grabbed all that liquidity. Let's see into where this price will come. Just touch the trigger candle here, region of the trigger candle 41. Man, holy crap. The whole market went on a boom right now. Wow. All right, candle 61 hasn't broken through the trigger candle just yet. So we do have these trend line coming up when we do have this trend line coming down on the lower time frame. I'll unselect this feeble here. Let's go over to our 15 minutes. Pretty much of the same. We see here quite clearly this trend line. Let me see if I can move it up so I can correct it. We see the price around this region. Liquidity that we have at the moment has been grabbed by candle 58 and 59, which had quite a bit of inefficiency here left from yesterday. Not a lot, but there was some. And the liquidity that we actually have up for grabs is below candle 70. All right. We are below 50% of the day. Um, a little bit difficult to be selling right now because the stop is really high. Okay. Um, it's too expensive, this stop here. Too many points. It might not be worth selling right now. Best thing to do is we can wait for the price to make a pullback around the 50%. And then if it shows us a sell, good option to sell, we sell down after it confirms pullback here. Okay. Or we may see this price rejection this region coming back up above 50% to stop the buyers, the sellers here. It already stopped all the buyers, so we only have the sellers to be stopped right now. Okay. Um, let's see. Good morning, Luciano. How are you, brother? So, um, price down here, nothing for us to do. We are going to need to wait for a pullback, okay, and confluences to get into this trade. Right now, we don't have anything to do as far as that goes, but we've got to wait for that retraction around the 50%. If price does come around 50%, breaks through, starts breaking through these trigger candles to the left, it may give us a good option of buying, okay? Let me just have a look at something here. I've got this region here. Let's see how that price will react. Go back to the 1 hour. Right now we are below 50%. The liquidity we have is down here and up here. Price did not manage to break through this one. We have 50% just below. We might see this price coming down here to this 50% once again. Around this 50% is the region that I wanted price to test last week, and it only did this week. It only came back to test on Monday. Which is this region here. So pretty much at the moment, market tells us that it is on a downtrend, but it did hit our short, our trend line in there, and it is holding on. Hasn't broken through that yet, so we'll keep on waiting to see what's going to happen. Here at the 5 minutes, we can see clearly the region of resistance above. Okay. So let's see if the price is going to correct around the 50% or if it's just going to continue to break through. Okay. I prefer to wait for a correction instead of selling right now because our stop is too long. So there's not much point for us to be selling at this point. It's better to wait for a rejection and then we can buy with good targets ahead. Brazilian market is working with the same frequency of the market, making pullbacks of the same length. Oh, okay. Let's see how that's gonna go. I'm not gonna be trading that just yet. All right, so gold coming back down once again to reach our trend line here, our uptrend. We do have the trigger candles to the left on the higher time frames. Let me see if I can get this here. So if we go to the 1 hour, we have trigger candle 41 here, which is holding this price pretty much on that trend line. Price trying to break through. Getting a lot of rejection here at the 1 minute. It has confirmed pullback to the minimals. So price does have to renew the minimals of candle 872. Okay, so candle 176 did not manage to break through candle 175. Let's see what candle 177 will be able to do. Its obligation, as the pullback has been confirmed, is to renew minimals of candle 175. If it does leave us a 3 candle pattern here, we can actually buy on this region, okay? With two targets. We have the first one, minimals of candle 137. Second one, we have got 50% of the Fibos of our Fibonacci. Right now on the 1 minute, price is trying to fail the pullback. It did confirm pullback, but it did not um, conclude its obligations, okay, which was to renew the minimals of candle 872. And right now, candle 881 has failed the pullback. Let's see how this candle of the 15 minutes is going to close. We still have a lot of sellers on this structure here. Okay. So we see that price has been, it's quite difficult for the price to come back up. So buyers are trying to push the price up, but we still have very strong movements here from the sellers. So it's not time to buy just yet. Good times to buy is when you see a very big pressure from buyers, a very good momentum, and then when we get the momentum, then we can buy together with them. But for now, this looks more like a search of liquidity from the sellers. Okay, so we have another rejection here at 1 minute. Candle 883 came down to the region of the minimals, but did not conclude the pullbacks obligations. Candle 884 is coming back up once again. We got 35 seconds to go. Let's see if candle 178 is going to test down. On the 15 minutes, we see price trying to bring price back into the structure. On the 15 minutes, if we have a look here, what we can see is that candle 59 did not come back inside the structure. So it's one of those things. It's a bit risky to buy right now, but we would need a test. Candle 885, candle 178. We need to test down a bit for us to be able to try to buy here, okay? I'm going to put a buy here. I'm going to go long um, on this. Let it test down. It's grabbing my Fibo instead of my price. Let it test down. I did a good rejection. Let's see if it's going to be able to come back around the 50% of the movement. The more it tests, the better. Okay, great. Came back down. If it rejects this movement right now and comes back, it will have to come back into this region here, okay? So it will have to come back around this region. We still have a lot of pressure from sellers, but this could turn into a very good rejection in case the price comes back up. Candle 178 coming back up. If it rejects this price, we may see this price around here, this 50%, okay? Let's see if it's going to grab our trade or order. If it doesn't, the stop will be below candle 175, okay? If it doesn't continue on its way up. Right, candle 178 came down once again, so I'm going to take my long order out. But the way it's actually trying to close, let's see where it's going to close. It's closed below its 50%. So I'm going to wait because here at 1 minute, what we can see is that price is triangulating here. So we have higher lows and we have lower highs. Look at that. So let's wait what's going to happen. No 179 coming back up just because I got my order out. But candle 179 didn't test. So there was no test made by candle 179. So I was waiting for rejection, but it didn't give me a clear reading here, unfortunately. Let's see how that's gonna work right now. Let's see if it just came to grab this liquidity to try to push the price back down once again. Good morning. Oh, very good. Very good, Paulo. We are going to start our lives now from 9:15 to 10 o'clock because we have the live with all the mentors from LTX every morning, okay? So we start that live at 8:30 and then at 9:15 I'll be coming here. So that's totally fine. You can come here and practice your English plus all your trading skills in one place. So this is really, really good for all of you guys. So we got candle 179. It came here, grabbed the liquidity above this lateralization here, but it came to test right now. It did come below 50%, but at the moment, nothing to do, okay? With this price as it is, I want to wait for it to either continue to break through or to come back up. It has failed the pullback in numerous times here. It has not paid the minimum of candle 872 on the 1 minute, so we gotta wait for that one. Now I'm waiting for a rejection of these minimals, but the way that price acted right now was just a liquidity grab above candle 177 and candle 178. Candle 179 coming down once again. We are getting a lot of pressure from sellers at the moment. We know that this region is a buyer's region, but sellers are pretty much in control of this price at the moment. Price is once again below 50% of this lateralization here. Candle 180 testing down. All right, candle 180 coming up once again. And this triangulation here is just getting worse and worse. So at 1 minute, we can see it here. And we have pretty much here. I'm gonna put it on. Actually, and now I'm gonna wait for it. It's not a three candle pattern here on the 15 minutes, but it is really showing me a rejection. Candle 181 did not test. Okay, so we do not trust candles that do not test. All right, candle 181 unfortunately did not test, so we couldn't get into that trade. It did reach our target here, which was the 50%. All right, guys, it is 10 o'clock. So what we have right now is Price did come around the 50% as we said it would. This is the first target for the price. If it does break through these high, we may see this price coming back up. Okay. So we may see this price coming up here. So if it does break through, gives us a pullback, we may see this price coming to the maximum high. Okay. All right. So we'll look into that. Now, if price does stay below this region of resistance here, what you can see is that if price stays below here, below these candles here, these triggers, and this resistance, what we can see is price coming back once again, probably to break through these minimums, as it could just be making liquidity below candle 175. All right. So just pay attention to that. Don't go crazy. All right. On the market, we had a good option of buying here, but candle 181 did not test. So if it does not test, we do not get on the trade. All right, guys, I hope that you guys enjoyed this reading today. Okay, today tend to be a day to be the market might be a little bit sideways as we are waiting on some fairly big news around the world. But just be careful, okay? Be careful on how you're going to get into your trades around this region. Don't buy here, okay? You're too close to the 50% and you're still below this resistance here. Wait for the price to show better options for you to get on your trades. All right. Well, thank you very much. I'll see you guys tomorrow at 9:15 and I will be catching you soon. Have a good day and God bless you all.